Sign in to chat. Oh, geez. See, I gotta move all this stuff over. Y'all know I'm getting used to streaming again. I remember having a, I'm gonna have to put this. Try something else here. Might have to move a couple things here. We're gonna do this so that way I'm not looking over at the side all the time. Let's see. Y'all give me a second here. Hold on. We do it live, y'all. Before I started streaming, didn't realize what was going to happen until now. Cards. Give me a second here. I don't think that's going to work. Actually, it could. I can move a whole bunch of things over. Little buzz feedback. Oh, you do? Okay, let me know if that goes away right there. No, actually, hang on. Let me know if that goes away. That buzz right there. I got a couple things I got to do here, man. It's been a minute since I streamed, and I need to move all these things over. I'm trying to get used to this again. Not prepared, y'all. I said, let me just try to get to streaming again. Let me try. I think I got some. I got an idea here. That's gonna work. May work. We'll see. Just rearranging this desk here. Put the monitor. Much better. All right, perfect. So that buzz is gone. That was actually my sound effects. So we just ain't gonna have no sound effects, man. All right. Now that we moved that over, I'm going to unplug this guy. Oh, y'all might be able to hear me now. I don't know what happened, but it looked like it just woke up there. Microphone check 1 2. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me now. Let me know if you can hear me now. Can y'all hear me now? All right, I need to put this live chat over here. But I'm just now getting the one. All right. I guess the one mean that's a good sound, right? I appreciate you for helping me troubleshoot this issue, Professor Black Ops. All right, so I got 2 windows for that. All right. Now what can we do here? Let's close this bad boy. All right, so I got a new setup here. Yeah, I got a new like little desk that I got from Amazon and stuff like that. He can hear me. All right, perfect. Perfect. Y'all just not gonna get the like the sound effects and stuff like that I normally have. What else? Let's see, where is that at? That is at 14%. Let me get another charger for this one. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. All right. We're gonna try to do a little lab in here. I downloaded installed this application called Peanut Lab. I don't know if y'all familiar with that. That's basically the ghetto version of EVNG. Yes, it's kind of I don't even want to talk about it, but I like it because it was really easy for me to install. It was also easy to get the images and stuff on here. Um, let's see. I'm just gonna start a new lab here. Where do we go? I haven't used this. Let's go to main. All right, and then let's create a new lab. We'll just call it Sporadic Sundays or something, because this was, obviously this was all on the fly. Add new lab. We'll call it Sporadic Sundays, and then we'll have like Freestyle Fridays and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to get to. All right, so the first thing I wanted to practice was BFD, bidirectional forwarding, bi-forwarding directional. What do they call it? It's BFD. That's what I remember. But they call it, but it's actually like bi-directional forwarding. So I don't know why they call it BFD if it's BDF. I don't remember. Anyway, let's add a couple nodes here. Let's do a couple routers here. Let's do one. I'm trying to think here. 2, 3, 4, and then maybe a server or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll do 4 routers. The router is that guy, the layer 3, right? No, the anti-GNS3, and then the switch would be that guy right there. So I'm not going to do a switch. We'll do, we'll just leave that as is. We'll do 4 routers there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that should be good. And then maybe we'll add a couple PCs or something later. Let me close these windows. Actually, let's power these bad boys on. Start all nodes, right? Start up. How do you start nodes? Don't shut down on me now. Where we at? Where we at? I haven't used this. I'm not too used to it just yet. So set up nodes, start all nodes. There we go. Bloop. And those guys should power on. Where we at here? Nah. Y'all get the bruh sounds like that. It's normally connected to the mixer, but there was a little feedback on there. Let's see. Can we telnet in the 346? That's what we'll have to do. So I'll have to create some new sessions for those guys. 346. Or actually, I could just do this. Now I'll delete them. Let's delete those guys, and then we're gonna create new sessions for those. Close, 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 close. That was another lab that I was working on there. Quick connect. We're gonna telnet to that IP, and then it's gonna be 346, 47, 50. What's that? 59. I don't know why they did it all random like that. 346, right? Let's see if we can get into that bad boy. That's router 1. Beautiful. Let's move this over some. Move my face out of the way there. And let's move that to like the side or something. Move this guy to the side. Where'd my session go though? I didn't save it, did I? Oh no. Oh, no. We'll see. Router. All right, so I'm in router 1 right now. Let's move that guy over here. Let's put router 2 up there. We'll put router 4 on this side. We'll do some basic IP addressing and stuff first. Let's put like a PC over here. Let's add 2 PCs. I'm gonna add a PC somewhere over here. Let's add 2 PCs. Let's do that. Add node. I think the PC is right there. Give me 2 PCs. Save, and there they go. Hopefully those guys power on. If not, then I'll just add some more routers. We'll call that guy like a server. I wanna change him. Let's change him into something else. Do we have another server? Let's do that. Let's do it like it's a server. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let's create a simple. Yeah, let's do that server right there. That looks pretty. That's what I love about PNetLab. I think Even G works really similar because they pretty much they bit off of Even G with this application, except that all this stuff is like built in. You ain't gotta look for these images. You ain't gotta look for like that icon right there. That's what I kind of like about it. So we'll just name router 2. He'll be like ISP1 and ISP2. We should rename them. Nah, we'll just do it that way. Another thing I like about it is you can connect those guys without having to power them off and stuff like that. I don't think you can do that with Even G. Y'all let me know because I haven't used Even G in a long time. What else do I want to do with this? I guess we can connect these bad boys. Let's connect them. That no, I don't want to connect that just yet. Let's connect those guys. We got NetworkBruh in the building. I almost called him bruh. So shout out to you. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. I know you've been a good supporter of this channel. I haven't streamed in a long time. I had piece all this stuff together, move my monitor at the beginning of the stream and stuff like that. I'm just trying to jump right back into it. I haven't streamed in a long time, so and I had a lot of free time today. I said I'm not gonna play basketball. I'm gonna try to get to lab into this Sunday. So I'm gonna try to have like sporadic Sundays, freestyle Fridays, where I'm just throwing a bunch of routers in and just try to get some play with some of the technologies. Today I wanted to do bi-directional forwarding. Is it BFD? BFD. What does that stand for, y'all? That's pop quiz for today. BFD. I know it's either bi-directional forwarding or bi-forwarding directional, but why do they call it BFD? Pop quiz for today. Somebody want to Google that. What was I gonna do him? Yeah, let's cable him up to that. Let's cable him up to this. NetworkBruh. Are you still using I know you do, you work with the MikroTik stuff. Do you use Even G for that? Connect that bad boy to that guy. And then connect this guy. I want to see how that server works. If it's pretty much just a VPC. Let's see. We'd have to console into him to do that, huh? See, I don't want to do it that way. 363. We need to telnet to that is what we got to do. So let's telnet to 300. Yes, Steve, still Eve. Okay, cool. So basically, this is similar to Eve and G. I don't know if you ever heard of it. I'm pretty sure you heard of it though. It's Peanut Lab. It's the ghetto version of Eve and G. It's pretty much Eve and G wrapped up in a different, in a different wrapper. So, um, yeah, let's telnet to 363. Same IP though. So we connect to 363. Connect that guy. Okay. But how come I didn't save my session there? So I hope it did save. Anyway, let's give him the. We'll worry about the IP address for that guy later. That's what it is. I need to. These a couple things. I know that's what Professor Black Ops is thinking over there because I'm using Telnet. Yes, I know, man. Look, this is just a quick lab. I haven't, labbed in a long time. And I said, I just want to, I don't want to worry about any kind of encryption or having to deal with, the modulus and all of that. I'm just going to tell that into these guys right now. All right. We'll worry about SSH or some other more, secure protocol later. Y'all see, I could barely get the stream going here. So I just needed to get something real quick. All right. I'm sorry, Professor Black Ops. That's what he's thinking over there. Y'all know he's into the real security and stuff like that. So, no Blink 404. Appreciate you for tuning in. Hi from UK. Shout out to you, man. I know y'all can't hear my sound effects and stuff like that, but that's because my sound effects tool was kind of making some buzzing noises. So let's connect that guy to that guy. Save. We're going to power him on as well. And then we'll just start IP addressing from left to right. So we got the PC right here. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna set up some IP addressing on all of these routers, and then this PC need to get to that server. But he got two ways to get there, right? So he can go through router 2 or router 3. I want to name them like ISP1 and ISP2, or ISP2, ISP3. Let's do that. Let's call router 1 ISP. Sorry, ISP2. Let's call them ISP1. ISP1 and ISP2. And actually, let's do that. Let's just call him router 2, but he's like AT&T or something, right? We'll keep it real world. AT and T, right? So router 2 is AT&T. And then router 3, is that router 3 at the bottom? Yeah, router 3 will be, I guess we'll call him Spectrum. Oh no, we'll do Comcast. I don't know why. Y'all can see I've got a lot of time in my hands today, right? Zakiel Ade, hope you're doing well. Shout out from Ghana. Appreciate you for tuning in. That's one country I want to visit. I had a friend that went to actually he's my realtor. He we're friends too, personal level, but he went to, where did he go to? He went to, was it Kenya? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I want to say he went to Kenya. And he said he loved it over there. The food was great, beautiful women over there, and he stayed at a nice place. He kept saying, "Man, I got to tell you all about it when I get back. When I get back." And then he's such a busy guy, kind of like me, and never really told me much about it. But he enjoyed his trip over there. So Zakiel said, just a break from CISSP studying, and pick on my man. Yeah, he's over here picking on me, man. Like I said, it's been a long time since I streamed, so let's just this guy a private IP address, the PC. The PC is 362. Yes, we're gonna telnet into it. 362. Quick connect. 362. So there's the PC. We'll put the PC over here. I want to be in order there. How do we do the IP address? Is it just IP address and then the IP address and then the subnet mask and all of that? What is the IP address and then that and then the subnet mask? So I think it's just IP. We'll give it 192.168.1.15. We'll give him that IP address. Subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. I think that's how you got to do it, right? Yeah, I guess sounds right. And then we'll give him, we'll give router 1 the default gateway. So he'll be 192.168.1.1, right? 1.1. That connection right there is E02, right? We're just doing some basic IP addressing if you're just catching on to the stream here. Global config mode, interface, Ethernet 0/2. We'll give him the IP address of that 1.1, 255.255.255.0. No, shut that bad boy. So we're just gonna IP address from left to right, right? And let's do this. Text. This is the 192.168.1.0 network. How do we add a text here? I haven't done that. I think I haven't done that. Let's put this up here. No, I think we're good there. We was good there. We was good there. I'm doing for much. Let's see. How do you add text? You just type in there, huh? 192.168.1.0 network /24. Move that bad boy over here just to get some labeling, right? Just a little bit of labbing today, man. Just some free labbing. Anybody figured out what BFD stood for? And don't say what you think it is or what it sounds like. In the terms of computer networking, what does BFD stand for? All right. Let's go to router. We'll put some public IP addresses on this side, right? E00 will be the we'll say this is the 20 network. Yeah, this is gonna be the 20 network. So E00 is gonna be the 20 network, 21 network. We'll call it a 21 network, right? Exit out of that. Interface Ethernet 0/0. IP address is gonna be we'll give it the 20.0. No, 20.1.1. We'll say the 1.1 network. 255.255.255.0. And the other side is gonna be .2, right? No shut. I think it's already unshut. And then this guy will be .2. That gonna be .2. And after I'm done with this, I'm turning the stream off because, like I said, I need to learn some more, learn some other technologies and stuff like that. We'll add some EIGRP and stuff like that. And what else? I wanted to do something with BFD. We'll figure out a default route, and then we'll see how BFD interacts with it. Let's go to router 2. He is 347. So we'll quick telnet to that. Sorry, Professor Black Ops. We said 347. Is that what I said? Oh, that's why I love it. 347. Connect. That's router 2. Global config mode. Interface. Ethernet 0/0. Y'all can hear me, right? Y'all can still hear me? I know I got to talk into the mic and try to type at the same time here. Interface or IP address is. Did I type it in yet? He's gonna be 2020.21.1.1.2. It'll be 21.1.2, right? We'll do EIGRP here. Can the PC ping router 1? Ping 192. Oh, he gotta fix his default gateway. How you do a default gateway on this, y'all? On these guys. Y'all know how to do a default gateway on a VPC? You do IP config. Or is it IF config on here? IF config. Nope. How do you see? Oh, you got to do a print, right? Display text, probably. On a VPC, do y'all remember how to do how to check like the IP addressing and stuff like that? Is it just It's not IP config or IF config. Use that for help. Let's see. Show IP. There you go. It's show IP. We got to fix his gateway. Oh, you got to do the gateway like that. Okay, I did that wrong. So let's do that again. IP is 192.168.1.15, and then gateway got to be 192.168.1.1. Is that what you got to do? And then show IP. Show IP. There you go. That worked. Now, can I ping that guy? Ping. Break. Okay, 192. And we got a reply. So good. So VPC5 can ping router 1. So we're good there. Y'all with me so far, right? Y'all, we just kind of just freestyle here and doing just some basic IP addressing here. We're going to create two ways to get to this server there. And then, so you got 2 ways to get there. We'll set up EIGRP, and then we'll add BFD. Y'all remember what BFD stood for again? Anybody? You know what? We'll just have to Google it because anybody looking it up. Is it bidirectional forwarding? BFD stands for bidirectional forwarding. So my question is this. Why is it called bidirectional? Bidirectional forwarding detection. That's why it's BFD. Because I was thinking, well, it's BD, and then where's the F? The F was right after it. So it's actually bidirectional forwarding detection. Bidirectional forwarding detection is a detection protocol designed to provide fast forward path failure detection times for all media. So, for example, I didn't see all of this right here. Okay, so nothing new. So, like I said, we're going to set up EIGRP to share the routes, right? And then VPC got 2 ways to get there. He can take the AT&T circuit, or he can take the Comcast circuit, right? Let's say the AT&T circuit goes down. Obviously, he's going to go this way, but EIGRP has to reconverge, right? But EIGRP has dead timers and hello timers, right? EIGRP is pretty fast, so let's do OSPF. OSPF is pretty slower. It takes I don't know what the default timers are. Is it 40 seconds before it considers its neighbor dead, right? So it won't detect a downlink until 40 seconds. It'll see the link went down, but we're not going to change our OSPF route until 40 seconds. With bidirectional forwarding, you can make it so that way we can get the routes quicker. You can do it with EIGRP and OSPF as well, but those hello packets are how do I say? They have more processing on the CPU. BFD is a lightweight protocol. It uses UDP, and the packets that it uses to send those BFD messages are lightweight. So we can it's less taxing on the CPU and stuff like that. So we can get detection of those new routes or learn new routes quicker that way. So we got Stigs of the day from Professor Black Ops. Y'all know what those are, right? Security Technical Implementation Guide. Y'all know I was going to look for, there was a job, I don't want to say which company it was, but that was one of the requirements, knowing your STIGs and stuff like that. STIG, the network device must authenticate network management, SNMP endpoints, before establishing a local remote network connection using bidirectional authentication that is cryptographically based. So we're not going to do any SNMP today, but that is the Stigs of the day from him. Let me see what that says here, so I can learn here. I know I learned a lot from Professor Black Ops, and I hope you guys are too in the chat there. Network device must authenticate network management SNMP endpoints before establishing a remote network connection using bidirectional authentication that is cryptographically based. So, in short, there's 3 versions of the SNMP, or 4 actually, right? There's SNMP version 1. There's SNMP version 2 and 2C, right? And then I think there's SNMP version 3, which is pretty much the latest version. And that has authentication and privacy built into it. So I guess it's safe to say any company that wants to be STIGs compliant needs to be using SNMP version 3. And I had that kind of question on a job interview before, actually. So we got the PC can ping router 1. Let's do some more basic IP addressing here. We said this is that network right there is the 20 network, right? This is the 20 network or is it 21 network? I can't remember. Go to router 1. Move this over so y'all can see everything, right? Can you zoom out of this? Oh, okay, that's more beautiful. That might be better. That might be better. So that way y'all can see everything. Move this over here. No, I like it like that. Then let me move this over down. That's too much. Let's do it like that. And then we're gonna zoom out over here. There we go. That way we can see both. Both. Yes, I said both. BOFFOM. All right. So we said this is the 20 network, 20.1.0 network right here. Let's add some text. Say this is the 20.0.0. No, my bad. 21.1.0/24 network. Let's do /30 /30 on these routers here. Let's do that instead. Who else we need to fix? We need to fix router 1 and put the bottom network as the 40 network. Interface Ethernet 0/1. We'll put that IP address as the 30 network, actually. 30.1.1. It'll be .1. 255.255.255.252. Stigs is Fed money, federal compliance for sure. Yeah, it was Lockheed Martin. It was a job at Lockheed Martin. There was a couple of them I seen in there. I was like, damn, I need to step my Stigs game up, man. And y'all know what? I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. Look. That's PNetLab. That is what I'm using right there. So basically, like I said, it is the ghetto version of EVE-NG, right? The reason why I like it is it's a little bit easier to install, and also you can pull the images directly from within the application. Now you can, um, yeah, you can get those images online as well for EVE-NG and stuff like that, and you'll have to import it and do all this other crazy stuff. They have this tool called iShare, and it's just a lot more simpler to just download the labs, to download the images. And if you have labs, they got like a store where you can download other labs that other people created, and then let's say you have the labs, but you don't have the images, you just use the iShare tool, and it'll pull all the images that you need for that lab, and that's what I like about PNetLab. So I probably shouldn't be promoting this application just for legality reasons and stuff like that. But y'all know me, man. I whatever we can to learn. Peter Hunt in the building said, I know people love EVE-NG. They do, man. And I'm not gonna say I'm anti EVE-NG or anything like that. I used to use GNS3 a lot. Shout out to Peter in the building. But I find GNS3, yes, GNS3 is easier to install and use. It is. I don't think I have it installed on here. Do I? No, I've got Eve might be installed. But I just wanted to try PNetLab and see how it worked. And it was just so much easier to download the app, the images and stuff like that. I've got an ASAV on here. And the routers and switches and stuff like that. So sorry to ask a slightly off-topic question. No Blink 404 says, but I am working on my NRC. So am I, dude. Bruh, please can you tell us what you found hard on the exam? Dude, I failed the exam twice. So I'm with you on the same page here. That's why I said I need to start labbing and I need to just jump right back into it. So shout out to you. I'm gonna start studying for the NRC a lot. Whenever I get a chance, I'm gonna start doing some labs. So if there's any topics you want to cover or try to lab together and stuff like that, shoot them off in the chat, and then maybe like tomorrow we'll cover that too. So I'm just gonna try to lab as much as I can and stream at the same time, so y'all can watch me fumble through it, and then we'll learn together. And that's what this is about. It's I'm just trying to make a great learning environment. So shout out to Blink. Where we at here with this? I need to turn the AC on because I'm getting hot in here. I think that's the light. It's getting hot in here. Hold on. Okay. Hope y'all can hear me there. I'll minimize that guy. Peter Hunt took the service provider route, studying SP core. Oh, shout out to you, Peter. Yeah, so that's more like ISP on the ISP side, obviously. And let me know how it goes, man. Like I said, I took an RC twice and I failed it, man. It was a pretty difficult exam, and it was a while back that I took it though. And I think they're actually going to change. Let me see. Let me triple check when they're going to change it. I believe they're going to change it. They might have changed it already. Let's see. NRC exam topics. I know I'm a little off topic too here, so let's see. When did they change it, or are they? Let's see. Let me see. It's on version 1.1, so it looks like I might need to download the new exam topics. That might have to be the case, but there is the link for it. I'm pretty sure you already have it. It's really easy to find. But it's version 1.1, so not too sure what's too different on here. We need to collab on Cisco, Stig, security hardening, lockdown on an ASA. That would be dope, man. We really need to do that, man. I know we've been talking about collabing for a minute, Professor Black Ops. I guess it will just be a matter of um trying to get our labs to pretty much talk to each other, right? Or I could just kind of like do some basic configuration on an ASA, because I've been wanting to do some more stuff with ASA firewalls and stuff like that. Even though the kind of ASAs are kind of like not necessarily dying off, but they're becoming end of life, and Cisco's more pushing their uh, like their firepower and FMC um, line of products. He said they're on version 1.1. So what the old one was what 1.0, I'm assuming. Uh, but they did renew it. I just don't remember when they renewed it, and it had to have been recently, maybe like a month ago or something like that. Let's see. I just want to look real quick. And here I'm going off topic too, but I ain't got shit to do today, so um, let's see. Let's do renewal date. Renewal date. I don't know. Yes, the last date to test for the current exams was September 19, 2023. So they renewed it just under a month ago. So there's some new topics. I'm gonna have to download those new exam topics. Let me do that real quick while I got y'all here. And no, no Blink 404. You're not off topic, because that's what I'm studying for too, the NRC exam. Uh, Review exam topics. I'm gonna download those new exam topics there. Where's the PDF for it? Here we go. Download complete list. Not too sure what's different on here, but it was 4.7 that they had before. 4.7 as the topic, number of topics. Let's see. I'm gonna compare it to the other one real quick, and then we'll get back into the lab. Y'all give me a second here. Download to my. Where is my? Reboot that bad boy. There we go. My portable hard drive there. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to download it to my CCNP exam topics. And there's exam topics right over there, I believe. An RC 1.1. Saving. And I don't mind that. Anyway, this is the new exam topics, obviously. And I'm going to look real quick what I'm just going to compare it to the old one real quick. And also, did I even download it? Let's see. Not even sure if that even saved. It did. All right, so we got that right there. And then the old one, we're just going to compare them real quick. Let's see. No, I'm just getting right back into all of this. Let's see. NP. Exam topics 1.1, and then the old one. Old one is located here. Pulling it up right now, y'all. All right, so here's the old one, and I'm gonna see. Come on, man. Close this. That one had 4.7. This one got 4.7 as well. So maybe they move things over. I don't know. Let's see. We got 3.1 through 3.4. Did you find a Peanut Lab? Did you find Peanut Lab better than Even G? It's pretty much the same thing, dude. It was just a little bit slightly easier to install, and also you just have to like import the installation file or the VM with VM like VMware Workstation, and then the images were just way more easier to install rather than having to move it over to a specific locate. Like there was this tool, like I said, a tool called iShare. It just pulls all the images that you need that you want. I haven't really messed too much with it. All I did was pretty much download a basic router and switch I think it's called the um, iOS V images, and what else? A ASA firewall image. That was pretty much it. But it supports Palo Alto. It supports several vendors, so a whole bunch of stuff on there. Um, I'm just trying to compare. I guess we can do it side by side, right? Move that guy over here. Trying to see what the difference between these two are. They don't look like they really changed much. ABC, troubleshoot control plane, policing, describe IPv6. They still got these VPN technologies on there. What else? Yeah, they look the same, to be honest with you. Y'all let me know if y'all see anything different. But let's see, starting from the top, you've got these right here 1.2, 1.3, 1.9, A through F for GRP, right? Stubs. Yeah, I don't see what is the difference between, because this is version 1.1. This is the new one on the left hand side, right? Y'all see that? How can I close this, man? Jesus. I'm using the Anarchy training course by Kevin Wallace, cop on Udemy. Oh, okay. How much was that course? Let me know. Is it like it's probably like 10 or 20 bucks or something like that, right? And I think he collabs with David Bomball a lot too. They did I believe they did the Encore. They did a course for Encore. A through E here. Address families, neighbor relationship, VPN technologies. Yeah, I really don't see what the difference between, because see, this is the old version right here. Still got these infrastructure services. Yeah, I don't see the differences, y'all. Let me see. See, that says 2023, and then oh yeah, still see that's the yeah, that was the new version. See, it says 1.1, but that still says, maybe I'm looking at the same one. Maybe I don't know. Let's see. That says 1.1 also. So I didn't have this one labeled as 1.1, so I don't know. I don't have the old topics. Who cares? I guess we'll just need to know. It looks like I had the new one anyway. It was just not called version 1.1, so I'll delete that. The difference are very slight in the exam topics. Okay. Okay, good to know. Hey, move that over. Deleting personal files. I'm using my personal laptop if y'all don't know. I mean, work laptop. Yeah, that's what I thought too. All right, so I guess let's get back into the ladder we was working on here. So, like No Blink 404 said, there is a slight difference in on the exam topics there. So, good to know. Also, we did this. Did we zoom in and out with this? That's what I did there. So, all right. Let's do that right there. Yeah, so y'all can see that. All right. And yes, I'm using PNetLab for anybody that's wanting to know. All right, so we did the IP addressing for, what was that guy? That router right there. Let me move him up some so y'all can see him. 30.1.1. And then we'll go to router 3 and make him 31.2. What is he? He is got to turn it into 3500. Connect into 3500. I mean 3050. Sorry. 3050, 350. Connect. There's router 3. Go to global config mode. Interface Ethernet 0/0, and we'll give him the IP address of what was it? 20? I don't remember. Router 1. It's 30 network, so I need to do another one. It's the 30 network, so that way it's easier for me to see, right? 30.1.1, 30.1.1.1.0 network slash, what is that, slash 30 network, right? Slash 30 because we gave him 252. Ethernet 1.1 on router 3 is 30.1.1.2 subnet mask of slash 30, like that. We'll do a get out of this. It's already not shut, right? Show IP interface brief. And he ping his neighbor, ping 30 dot 1.1.1. He cannot probably because, oh yeah, he can. He's directly connected. I'm like, what's going on here, man? Show IP interface brief. Oh, we did already. Let's do this as the 4 network, and then we'll do this as like the 5 network or 50 network. We'll do text, and then we'll say this is the 50 dot. We'll do the 40.1.1.0/30 network, right? Y'all with me so far? And then how can you, if you wanted to change the color of that, how you do that? Anybody know? Color of the text. Font color. There we go. So the default is there. I want to just change it to that. Can you got to click OK or what? No. There we go. That's cool. That with me so far? Anybody got any questions or anything? Like I said, we're just doing some basic IP addressing here. We'll try to play with bidirectional forwarding. What else we need to do? Go to router 3, Ethernet 0.1. Go to global config mode, interface Ethernet 0/1. His IP address is 40.1.1.1/30 subnet 252. No shut. And then what else we needed to do? We needed to go to him and make him 41.1.2. Go to router 4. Router 4 is 359. We need to tell them that. What happened to all my sessions? I don't have them there. I don't know where they went, but connect. 359. 59. That's router 4. And router 4 will be, we'll call it that. That's gonna be the headquarters. All right. Let's change that. Router 4 is HQ for headquarters. Let's make it a little realistic there, right? Go to global config mode. We'll say the interface Ethernet 0/1. His IP address is going to be 40.1.1.2 subnet mask of /30 252. No shut. And then show. Oh, we need a local IP address. We'll say this is the 10 network over here. We'll give that a local address, right? Text. This is the 10 network. 10.0.0.0 network. No, not 10.0. Let's say this is the 10.10 network dot 0.0/24, right? And then that interface is going to be .1. That PC or the server is going to be .10. So he'll be 10.10.0.10, right? I shouldn't have made it the 10 network. We'll make it the 10 network, but we'll change the last octet. Talking out loud here. Router 4, global config mode. We'll go to interface Ethernet 0/2. Y'all hear me? Y'all with me so far? Where we at with this thing? Let's see where it's at. IP address of 10.10.0.1, subnet mask of 20/24, which is .0, and the PC. Let's see if we're all up here. Show IP interface brief. We needed to do this right here, Ethernet 00's IP address. Go to global config mode. Y'all with me so far, right? This gonna be the network. We'll make this the 50 network, right? So text, make that 50. Oops. I want to change the default text, but 50.1.1.0 network /30. Do it /30 like that. Move that over. That with me so far? Ethernet 00 needs to be interface Ethernet 0/0. His IP address is 50.1, excuse me, .1. He'll be .2. 255.255.252. What else we need to do here? We need to fix router 2. Let's take a look at his IP address and show IP interface brief. All right, so that looks good so far. Ethernet 03. There is no 03 here, so we need to fix router 2. Take a look at his IP addresses. Interface Ethernet 0/1. IP address of 50.1.1.1, right? 255.255.255.252. Show IP interface brief. Show IP interface brief. That looks good so far. Let's see, can I ping router 4 from here? 50.1.1.2. Oops, .2. He should be local to him. Yes, he can. Now we need to get some. Let's do some OSPF. We'll put everything in area 0. No, maybe we should do BGP. Nah, we'll do OSPF. We'll do OSPF. Y'all pick. OSPF, BGP, or EIGRP. I don't think I've messed with bidirectional forwarding with EIGRP yet. I mean BGP yet. Maybe we could do that. Y'all with me so far? This thing is charging. All right, so let's go to router 1, and we got router 1 here. VPC6 is the server, so we'll put him all the way last. I want to like kind of line it up, right? VPC 5 is the PC on that local area network, and we got routers 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the middle, and then VPC6 on the right-hand side, which is the server. How often do you use EIGRP in the real world? On my new job, they are using, what routing protocols are they using? I'm trying to think here. I haven't been on the WAN side. I've been mostly using the local area network stuff. That's a good question, actually. But EIGRP, I use it a lot on my last job, which was at a university, and that they use the EIGRP as their routing protocol to the servers and stuff like that. To the local area network switches, we just had basic static routes connected to the local area networks switches, and then we had an MPLS link to a how do I say, remote site. It's really remote. It's like on the other side of the country, from Florida all the way to Colorado. An MPLS link to that. What else? I definitely use the IGRP for sure. Um, OSPF. I don't think I can say I did. Yes, I did when I worked for the managed services provider. Used OSPF, but for the most part, EIGRP. And maybe that could be because EIGRP is a Cisco proprietary routing protocol, and most companies, most organizations end up using as a Cisco shop, so they end up using a lot of Cisco products. So obviously, it's going to work better with a Cisco routing protocol, even though EIGRP is now open standard, right? As of what 2013, something like that. I don't remember. Let's go to VPC6. Does he have an IP address yet? I don't think so. Show IP, right? He does not. So we'll say IP. His is going to be 10.10.0. We'll say the server is .50. 0.50, right? The gateway is going to be 10.10.0.1. So the gateway is this guy right there. That's his gateway. No Blink said, do you find yourself using Python in your new job or like on a regular basis? I got more networking focused role recently, but I find myself only using PowerShell on the servers. Well, for one, I work for a law enforcement agency. I literally just started not too long ago. My title, just to kind of like give y'all a little overview here, right? My title is, well, I'm not even hired yet, just yet. Now that I think about it, how do I say? I am, how do I say this? On a contract. So I'm on a contract, right? And it's a really generalist role, even though they said I'm going to be coming on board as a network analyst and stuff like that, right? But I'm dealing with like stuff that has nothing to do with networking, like some audio visual stuff and stuff like that. So Python, no, I'm not using it at all. It is, obviously it's a scripting tool and stuff like that. I could if I really wanted to, but a lot of the stuff that's already there, it seems like I'm going to be more of a network. Yes, contract to hire. That's what I meant to say. A lot of the stuff I'm going to be dealing with over there. There is a lot of local area network stuff that I'm going to be dealing with. They said I'm going to be managing the wireless controller over there. What else? But there's a lot of stuff that ain't got shit to do with networking that I'm going to be dealing with, and I don't want to talk too much about it, but it is what it is. So, just to kind of be transparent, right? I had got laid off, right, a while back. Well, not even a while back, right? Not too long ago, and I ended up getting this role real quickly, so that's a good thing. But at the same time, yeah, it is what it is, man. Back to this server. Do I have to do a subnet mask with that? After you do that, what do you do? Make sure. How do you set up the subnet mask with that? Okay, that's auto, but I don't want to do that. The HTTP, I don't want to do that. If I want to set it, it's address, gateway, and then mask. That's why. Okay. So it's address, gateway, and then mask. 255.255.255.0. Invalid gateway address. Interesting. All right, so we need to do, let's do 10.10.10.1. Let's do that. Let's change router 4's IP address. See how it's 0.1? They said invalid gateway address, probably because it's not /20, it's /24. Let's change that to 10.10.1. I got laid off too. I knew it was coming. Part of the game. Dude, Professor Blackout, man. Appreciate you for being transparent. But yes, I knew it was coming too. What was funny about it is I seen an article maybe 2 or 3 days later, and they said that the company I was working for, they had like 2 CEOs or 3 CEOs that got they hired 2 or 3 different CEOs within the past 2 years, right? And then like 3 weeks ago, there was an article that said this company, XYZ company, just hired a new CEO, and I was just like, oh my goodness. So I started texting my manager, hey man, if you need some more work, let me know. My queue is clean, And then I was letting them know, hey man, I'm thinking about going to grad school and all this other stuff. I don't know if you remember, but I did a video not too long ago saying all of this stuff because I'm thinking about going to grad school. I seen it coming 2 days later after I dropped that video, laid off. So it's like you said, it's a part of the game, especially in the private sector, because it's all about the bottom line with those companies, man. If they see that they not making a certain amount of money or if certain things are not going away, guess what? They like, this guy is making X amount of dollars. And if they're doing some kind of time tracking, they look at your productivity. They tell you it's not about productivity, but yes, the hell it is. And then, and that's what it boiled down to. So, like you said, man, it's part of the game, man. So it is what it is. But that's why I also went back to the public sector. I worked in the public sector at one point for like 9 years straight. It had nothing to do with networking. I was working in law enforcement. I'll say that, and I was working for the company for a long time, and then I ended up doing IT, but still in law enforcement. But either way, I was not getting laid off, and once I got to the private sector, I was making more money, making six-figure salary and stuff like that. But then after that, laid off like twice, man. So it is what it is. Like you said, it's a part of the game. That's just the difference between, in my opinion, working in the private sector versus the public sector. So it is what it is, man. I was a consultant on the bench, no billable. I was fine. Oh, damn, that really sucks, man. It is what it is, man. Like you said, part of the game, man. Back to router. Where we at? We're on router 4. We need to change his IP address. We're gonna do 1010.1. Global config mode interface Ethernet 0/2. His IP address is gonna be 10.10.10.1. Subnet mask of /24.0. Let's save all of this stuff before we lose our work. Back to the server, and let's change his IP address to 1010.50. And his gateway is going to be 1010.1. We're just still doing some basic IP addressing. Why do I have an invalid gateway address? Y'all tell me. Let me see. 1010.1. He said to do it, you got to do, these are a couple examples here, right? Set the IP address to that, the gateway to this. Yeah, it's that, and then the net mask to this in the tab mode. What am I doing wrong here? Invalid gateway address. Why he doesn't like this gateway address? That should be the gateway address right there. Let me get rid of the subnet mask. He don't like that gateway. That's why. That's why. Hopefully, the subnet mask. Let's see. Show IP. Yeah, it's still /24. All right, so we good there. I don't know why I didn't like that. I have no clue. It's still /24 though, so we're good. Can he ping the gateway? 1010.1. I put, oh my God. Don't worry, I'll plug that back up. Y'all know, I know something. Ping 1010.1. Can he get a reply? Timed out. Now we got a reply. Good. We good to go. We good to go here, y'all. Let's see if we can put this bad boy up real quick. So yeah, man. And another guy that I watch, shout out to him. Jacked and Stacked. He's more into like software engineering and stuff like that. Although his channel is more about, my bad. His channel is more about like exercising and stuff like that, and mental health and self-improvement and stuff like that, right? I'm trying to look at where my cord is. And he just dropped a video probably like last week, man. And he just got laid off too, not too long ago. But he's in software engineering. So a lot of this stuff is happening. I just read an article that talked about all these companies that are boom. That's all these layoffs that are happening, man. So it's very common right now. So don't fret. Let's see. Boom. Okay. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear those sound effects. I know some of y'all be getting annoyed with those sound effects, but I like having the sound effects. All right, so the PC can ping that guy. Router 4, I'm pretty sure he can ping 1010.10. Oops, 10 dot what was the server's IP address? Was it .50? Yeah, he got a reply. All right, so we good there. Let's go to router 1, set up EIGRP, exit. Go to global config mode. We'll say router EIGRP Nah. Yeah. We do IGRP. Let's do OSPF. Let's do OSPF. Let's do OSPF. OSPF one. Network address is gonna be. We need to share the 192.168.1.0 network .0. After that, it's not subnet mask. It's wildcard bits, right? So um, 0.0.255. We'll put that in area 0. And then we'll need to share the 20 network. I got luck and got a remote job. I'm never going back to the office. You are definitely lucky. The job that I got fired from was remote as well. And yeah, it was a pretty cushy job. And that's probably why they let my ass go. I don't know, but I don't know, man. It is what it is, man. Now I got to come back to the office, but it is what it is. And I almost didn't take the job, but I was like, you know what? These bills, love ain't gonna pay the bills around here, so I had to take it. And like I said, it wasn't strictly entirely network focused. Although I'm gonna be dealing with, I let them know, like, look, this is what I'm interested in. I like doing network stuff. Okay, we'll give you all the network stuff, but you know what? You got to take care of all this other shit too. So I'm not dealing with servers or anything like that. Endrit in the building. Appreciate you for tuning in. Hello, NB. Is that what's NB? Oh, NetworkBruh. Pff, duh.
Are you fucking stupid?
Hey, appreciate you for tuning in, though. We're just talking about, well, basically what I'm doing here is we're just doing some basic IP addressing, um, addressing the interfaces here. I got a server here. We got this PC here. This PC has 2 ways to get to it, and then we're gonna set up EIGRP, and then I'm gonna try to play with bi-directional forwarding detection (BFD), right? And then maybe we'll do some route maps, or depending on how tired I get or whatever. Well, I just said today is sporadic Sundays, right? I just was sporadic, and I felt like labbing today, and I'm gonna try to do this every now and often after work and stuff like that. We're just gonna try to get into it, man. Because I need to get this CCNP. I've been talking about it for years. That's what got me to start this channel. We need to do it. Just increasing your skills, man. It's all good. Yep, for sure. And not only that, like I don't do this kind of stuff every day at work. Although I do, routing and switching and stuff like that. But a lot of stuff is like I might have some cabling or some phone issues. He broke out the Gordon Ramsay. I did, but um, this is why I got to do this because, like I said, I don't deal with stuff like this every day at work. Although it is computer networking, but that's where my interest lies. So that's why I said I'm going to start labbing this stuff every time and every day, right? Lab every day, and I need to get this cert. That's what got me to start this channel, and I've been milking it for the longest here. So let's do the network, the 21.1 network. So 20.1.1.0, 0.0.255. Actually, yeah, 255. And then put that in area 0. We'll do the same thing for the 31.0 network, but that's /30. So that means 31.0 network. So that means the wildcard bits got to be, I believe it is for /30, the wildcard bits is 0003. Is that correct? Let's Google that real quick. Let's Google that. Fact check me, right? What is the wildcard bits? What are wild card bits for /30? I believe it's 0003, right? Yes, I was right. So I was right now, right? I know y'all was testing me there, right? Like, let's see how smart NetworkBruh is, right? Now, what else we need? We're sharing that network, sharing that one network. That's all on EIGRP. I mean OSPF. Show IP, OSPF. Neighbors. We don't got no neighbors. Show IP protocols, and we are doing it for those networks there. So we are good to go there. Let's do this. Let's put those networks. Do we need to put those networks in the other router? No, we need to do some other networks. Let's do that one at a time. Let me not jump all over my head of myself. Pretty Hunt said, "Yep, 0003." All right, so I was correct. And that's a part of the game too, right? Practicing and stuff like that. I done forgot about what the wildcard bits are and stuff like that. We need to lab every day to try to remember this stuff, right? At least I do. Put my chats over here on the side. Now I can see this better. That's a little bit better. All right, that's better. And then let me move this up some. Zoom out. Zoom out over here. Zoom out. And where we at with the so yeah, it's right there. Let me do this too. Let me do something else. Give me a second here.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
School. We'll make this a little bit smaller. And then that's what I needed. Copy, edit, paste. I could do that. I thought about that. But the thing is, you still need the network keyword there. And on top of that, oh, I guess I could just do that, right? Bloop, right? And then add the network keyword there. Network, like you said. Shout out to Peter for that one, man. And then network, right? What else we need to do? We need to put those. Do we need to put those networks in there? I don't think we do. But let's go to router 2. What networks does he need to advertise? He needs to advertise the 20 network and the 50 network. So that's what I'm saying. See, that's the 21.0 network. He definitely needs that network statement. We'll do router OSPF. Let's do OSPF 10 for that guy. And then, because remember, the process number don't need to match, right? And yeah, GLP, they do need to match. Carlos Bedia says, can I give you a tip? Of course you can, man. Any tip you guys can give me will help, man. Alternate select each line. Type network once. He said alternate select. What you mean? Let me see. I don't understand. Alternate. Oh, so you're saying when I was up here on router 1 like this? Alternate select? I don't remember. You might have to explain that one, but yeah, I might do it the slow way in the meantime. But that you said on Notepad. All right, so you're saying, let's see, alternate, and then what's the other key? What I was gonna do was just, he said hold alternate and select like a column. So hold alternate. Oh, so kind of like this. Okay, let's see, it's like kind of like that. I don't know. Those shortcuts. There's a million of shortcuts that you can do with this, man. But for now, let's just do this right now. Router 2. He has nothing yet, right? So OSPF 10. We was gonna put that network statement in, right? This one. And then what else network statement we needed? We needed the 50 network. So 50. But that is not /30. This is gonna be slash. That's what I meant for that network mask. Let's go to router 3, Comcast router. He needs the 30 and the 40 networks. 30 and the 40. So we do the same thing there and do 40, right? He said look up how to column select in Notepad. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. That's good to know, Carlos. How to column select in Notepad. Let's see, real quick. How to column select in Notepad++. Oh, there you go, right there. Let's see. Let's see what you're talking about, real quick. I got time today, so it is what it is, right? You can use the mouse, hold the alternate key, and left click, and then drag to select. So hold the alternate key, and then left click. You're saying like that? Oh man!
Oh my God! Wow!
I didn't know that, man.
Oh
I'm doing it the old school way, just sitting there, backspace, backspace, backspace. So we'll just do alternate like that. Man, see, this is why I like these kind of like lab environments here. I'm learning stuff from y'all. Maybe y'all might learn some shortcuts from me. This is exactly why I said I'm gonna stream today. Normally I'll stream I'll like lab and stuff by myself, right? And just try to do stuff. But see, little tips like this right here can help me, copy addresses quicker and stuff like that. And when you're getting to like the CCIE level where time is of the essence, these little shortcuts like this that Carlos just taught us, or at least me, will really help. So appreciate that. Shout out to Carlos for that one, man. All right, so, but I don't think we need it for that guy. For router 3, we needed the 30 and the 40 networks. Do we have that in here? We don't have the 40. So let's do. Oh, I did have it in there. So that's the 40 network, like that. And then we'll go to global config mode, router. Let's do OSPF 40. The process control 40. Yeah, you definitely get the heart for that one right there, man. Or the 100. Where's the 100? There you go. We got that network statement, 30 and 40. Did I say that? Yeah, the 30 and the 40 network. No, that's wrong because you know why? Because these are /30. Right, we got to pay attention here. These are /30. This is /24. So that's why we gotta be careful with that one. So let's just do this. I'm just gonna paste 30. The 40 is definitely that. The 40 is definitely /30. And then the 30 network is also /30. So we was right. We was good with that. Control A. Something else I learned. Control U to delete the whole line, right? 30. I knew there was a way to delete the entire line. Control D. All right, so we got a OSPF neighbor there. Show IP OSPF. Let's do show IP OSPF. OSPF neighbors. Come on, man. My sound effect there, right?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So he got a neighbor. We'll go to router 1. He got 2 neighbors that were good there. Show IP OSPF neighbor. Good. So he got 2 OSPF neighbors, those 2 guys right there. We need this guy. We need to do him. And then after that, the PC should theoretically be able to ping across. We probably should have done static routes. I wanted to see how the BFD works with static routes. That would be cool to know. Go to global config mode. That's the wrong switch. Wrong router.
Duh.
Router 4. We'll go to global config mode, and it's router OSPF. Let's do OSPF 40 for that guy. He needs the. I'm gonna just do this by hand. Network 50.1.1.0/30, which is 0.0.0.0.3 area 0. And then we need the 10 network. So network 50. Sorry, 10.10. This is not the 1010 network. This is the 10. This is the 1010 network. So we need to delete that right there. 10 network, just so we can see it visually better there. Where is my other stuff here? Minimize this guy. Close this screen here. First of Black Ops. We caught what you said there already, but it is what it is, yeah. How do you do the? Let's see. 1010.0 network, and it is /24, so that means 0.0.0.255 area 0. So we're sharing that network, and then the 40 network. So same thing, but 40 right here, and then D 40.1.0 network right here. We do a show IP route. Does he know how to get to the 192.168 network? He does. Good. So that means theoretically this PC should be able to ping. Man, how do I minimize this, man? I need a. There we go. Now, see, that's the thing about PNetLab. That's a bug if anybody's watching. That's another thing I like about PNetLab is that there is a Telegram channel. So if there's any bugs that you want to, or talk about, or if there's any updates or anything like that, or if you need to know how to do something real quick, you jump on there and ask a question, and somebody will jump in there and answer it for you. But also, there is a bot that's in there, and it's a bit annoying if you just ask a basic question and be like, "Here, here is a directory of all the FAQs or for this application, etc. So if y'all want, I could share that with y'all. What else was we gonna do here? Let's move everything over. Let's move everything over because that's getting annoying. That right there is getting annoying. Select all. Move everybody over. Can't do it that way. All right, cool. Come on, man. Let's see. You can't select all nodes. Right click. Node. That's adding a node. I don't want to add a node. I just want to grab everybody and move them over like this right here because that thing getting annoying. Enforcement security, network diagram, appendix C. Oh, law enforcement security, network diagram, appendix C. I need to look that up. For law enforcement security, network diagram, appendix C. So that's something I can Google real quick. In plain English, Professor Black Ops. I know that's what the NetworkBruh does, right? Puts everything in a simple language. That way everybody can understand. But what you mean there? Is that an example? What happened to my Streamlabs window over there? There we go. Move that over. That's not what I meant to do. This don't give me the number. Okay. Let me know. Let's go to VPC5, this guy over here, all the way on the left-hand side. Can he ping the server? Ping. If not, we need to do some basic troubleshooting here. 10.10.10.50, I believe, the server. We got a reply already. Beautiful. So that PC can go all the way across and ping that server. But which way is he going? Is he taking the AT&T circuit or is he taking the Comcast circuit? Let's see. We'll do a trace route. Trace RT, or is it? You got to spell it out on this. Let me know. 10.10.10.50. No, that's the bad command. Trace cert. 10.10.10.50. Yeah, how do I do a trace route on a VPC? Does anybody know? Oh, it's just trace. There we go.
Duh.
10.10.10.50. Okay, so his first hop is 192.168.1.1, which is the gateway. Next hop is the 30 network, which means he goes this way. Don't know why. Maybe because it's /30. I don't know. But that's the way he takes. He takes this way to make it to the server. Right? Does he even reach it? Yeah, he does. Why does it say destination port unreachable? I remember I was watching an old video that I did like 3 years ago, and I got that same error. And I was like, wait a minute, nobody caught that. It says destination port unreachable. Why is that? Does anybody know? Because I'm able to ping it, but I got this destination port unreachable. What port am I pinging there? Corey Nels in the building. Appreciate you for tuning in. You get the Corey Nels. He said, bruh. I meant to do is the star.
Bruh.
So yeah, I think I'm able to ping the server. Where is it? Ping. Yeah, I'm able to ping the server, but then I get this destination port unreachable. Anybody know what that is about? Maybe I can look that up. Type 3, code 3. I know there's different types of ICMP pack. Let's do that. Let's just open up another window and pull that up. What is that? Port unreachable generated when a destination host, which in this case is a server, cannot deliver a reply because the intended port is not active. So what port were we trying to get to? Type 3, code 3. For example, when a source A, computer A sends a UDP request to port 53, well, I don't know what port we're pinging there. We just did. I don't know what if anybody is familiar with VPC, salute to you, bruh, and Professor. Yeah, salute to you as well, bro. I'm not too sure, but either way, we're able to reach the server. That's what counts. We're just trying to do some basic connectivity here, and we got that. So the PC takes this way, Comcast circuit, to VPC6. So we're good there. what we wanted to do here. Here's the thing. If we shut this link down, obviously he's going to go this way to the AT&T circuit to make it to the server, right? Let's test that theory out though, just in case. We should be able to though. Interface Ethernet 0/1. We shut that bad boy down, right? And then if we go to router 1 and see. That's not what I meant to do. Let's do this. Let's no shut that bad boy down. And let's go to router 3. And we're going to shut that down right there. Ethernet 0/0 from router 3. So we go to router 3. Right? We got that global config mode, interface Ethernet 0/3. I'm sorry, not 0/3, 0/0, right?
Bruh.
That interface right there. We're going to shut that down, right? Shut that bad boy down, right? And then we're going to go to router 1, and then we'll see. Let's do this before we even do this, right? No, actually, we'll do it. We're going to shut it down. We'll see how long it takes before OSPF realizes that the link is down. Like, we'll get some syslog messages letting us know that this server is down. My girlfriend always makes fun of me when I make this when I'm talking, and I'm like, when I'm trying to talk with conviction, I put my finger up, I'm wagging my finger up like this. He said, I put the link in the chat. Can you see it? No, I don't. Probably because, it says message retracted. You know, I'm going to go ahead and make you a moderator, Professor Black Ops, because you always be hooking me up, man. And appreciate you for tuning in. You was one of the first people that tuned in and was able to let me know that there was feedback and stuff like that. And I hope you guys are not getting that feedback now from the sound effects board. But appreciate for you to let me know that there was no sound, etc. Help me setting things up at the first couple minutes of this stream. So for that, you definitely need to be a moderator on this channel here. So save, and then let me know if you could post that link there because it retracted the message. That's probably what happened. If you're just like a regular chatter in there, it'll just remove it because it looks like spam and stuff like that. So shout out to Professor Black Ops. We're gonna shut this link down and let's go back to router 1. Okay, so we see the link is down, but see it immediately let us know that it was down. We didn't want that. Right? Let's see. Router 2. Oh, let's see. Did we shut it down yet? No, router 3. That's what I meant to do. Yes. So it's shut down there. Where's router 1? We'll see how long it takes before he gets that message, right? He should have known right then and there immediately, I think. Do a show IP brief. OSPF neighbor. There he goes. That dead timer is dead. Now he's dead. See how long it took? I'll kill that real quick. Professor Black Ops. I'll put the link in the Discord. Oh, okay, cool. Shout out to Professor Black Ops for that one too. I also have a Discord server if you guys want to, because there is no hello. Actually, yeah, you're right. Carlos, shout out to you for that one. There is no hellos, right? So once he shuts that link down, right, we're waiting for that dead timer to expire before it lets us know that the link is down, right? How long does that dead timer expire? We know if we look at this one, let's look at this one. We know that link right here. Where is it at? The 50 link. This is router 1. Router 1, how's he get that? No, my bad. Neighbor ID is 50.1.1. I believe it's this guy. Ooh, we need to, I'm going to change their router IDs too. I think I need to do that. Either way, we have the Ethernet, the interfaces there. This link right here, no, it's the other link that's down. Let's see. Show ISPF neighbor. All right, so 50 network is still up. Where is that at? That is this guy. His neighbor ID is 50.00. That's why we need to change that. I want to change that to something else, like 2.2 or something. Anyway, this OSPF neighbor is still up, right? We refresh it, we'll see. Dead timer 30, 39. Notice it keeps resetting to about 40 seconds, right? So that means it takes us 40 seconds to realize that the OSPF neighbor is dead, right? that could be in an eternity in a production environment. He said because there is no hello, it should be about 40 seconds. Yes, you're right about that. The dead timer is 40 seconds. OSPF, I think, yes. But we can implement something called, we can either change the timers so that way it lets us know immediately, right? But the problem with that is we're going to be constantly sending hellos and they need to be adjusted just fine. So if we do, it's 3 times the hello or something like that. So if you change the dead timer to, I don't know, we can change the dead timer to like 10 seconds if we want it. So that way we'll know quicker. Those packets they can be taxing on the CPU because we'll be getting all these hello packets letting us know immediately. We'll know immediately, but the OSPF packets, those hello packets and those dead timers, can be kind of taxing on the CPU. So we're gonna try to implement what's called BFD, by forwarding directional detection, by directional forward detection. To let us know a little bit quicker, right? So let's do this. If I remember correctly, I just couldn't remember how to do that. That's my thing. On router 1, we need to make these guys OSPF neighbors. Let's make these two. Where they're OSPF neighbors, right? We need to make them BFD neighbors, right? 10 seconds is default per hello. 4 times 4 is the dead timer. Exactly. So, okay, there you go. So, so if we changed, let's say we changed our hello timers to like every second, right? Then that means the dead timer is going to be what? 4 seconds, right? So that means, but then we're going to be sending hello packets every second. And like I said, that can be taxing on the CPU. So shout out to Calls for that one. By default, we're sending hello packets every 10 seconds. And the dead timer expires 4 times the hello, which would be 40 seconds. So we can change that to like the lowest, which would be like 1 second, send a hello packet every second, right? And be like, do I have that?
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there.
That can get pretty annoying, right? And it's taxing on the CPU. With BFD, or bidirectional forwarding detection, those packets, they're UDP packets, they're lightweight, and it's less taxing on the CPU. So that's something we can implement here to notice a detection quicker and not have to worry about those dead timers, those hello packets on our CPU and stuff like that. So let's do this. First thing we got to do, I believe we have to either set up an ACL, or I can't remember. Let's do this. Maybe I'll jog my memory because I'm trying to remember how I did it, how I played with it on my own. We got to do it on the interface. So we need to configure BFD on that interface and then this interface. Let's go to Ethernet 01 interface, Ethernet 0/1, the one at the bottom. And the way we do that is we just type in BFD like that, question mark. You'll see, for context sensitive help, we could do interval. So this is how often we're going to transmit BFD packets. It's going to be the time between how long we set the BFD packets, right? So we do interval like this, question mark, and this is how long it'll take. These are the options, 50 milliseconds to 999 milliseconds. We want it quick as hell, so we'll do 50, right? We'll do 50, question mark again. We have the minimum receive time, so this is how the minimum time we have to receive those packets, right? So MNIRX like that, or we just tab over 50, we'll do 50 again. And then the multiplier value used to compute hold down. So I guess this is kind of like the dead timer or whatever, right? I should read that. Let me triple check that. Let me triple check that because I don't want to make shit up here, right? So what is the multiplier in BFD? BFD multiplier. Let's look that up, right? BFD multiplier. Like I said, I am learning this along with you guys, right? BFD command. The BFD multiplier is used with a configurable minimum interval, BFD address, family, and interval, to determine intervals. So let's look up what is the BFD multiplier. The detection time multiplier determines the maximum number of concurrent BFD packets, including control packets and echo packets, that can be discarded. Right? That make any sense to y'all? Is this Cisco and data center design? this is just a basic topology. You know, I just have a PC here, a server here, and he got two ways to get there. He can take the router 2, which is AT&T circuit, and router 3, the Comcast circuit. Right now, he prefers to go to the Comcast circuit, right? And then what we did was we shut that down, and then it directs the traffic this way. But the problem here is it takes us 40 seconds to notice that OSPF outage, right? Before it actually reconverges and then takes this way. What we're trying to do is implement BFD so that way we'll get that that change quicker. Carlos said, if it's layer 2 and you're okay with your port shutting down, use UL. Oh, I think you meant UDLD instead of BFD. Yes, we could do that too, but I'm just kind of like I know a little bit about ULDL or UDLD, I believe it is, instead of BFD. But I'm just trying to do a deeper dive with BFD, right? With OSPF in this case. Maybe another day we'll do ULDL or UDLD. You're confusing me here, man. With my buzzer. See, I gotta be quicker on the draw if I'm gonna be using stuff like that. Damn, I don't know what happened to my buzzer there. I need to look for those. That's my customs. I gotta do one of those. Multiply, we'll do 3. And then after you put it on the interface, I believe you gotta go to the router config mode, which in this case do show OSPF. It is OSPF 1, right? Yeah. Process OSPF 1, router OSPF 1, and then I believe it's just BFD, all interfaces. So we're enabling it on all interfaces. But I don't think that just enables it on all interfaces. The command that we put over there enables it. But there's something else I believe we got to do too. Can't remember. But we definitely got to put it on the interface. And then you got to put it on the router in router config mode. And then there's something else we'll have to do after that. Can't remember. I'll have to look it up. If anybody wants to remember, if anybody remembers, let me know. BFD all interfaces like that. And then let's do this. Let's paste that to our notepad, those configs, and the other one, BFD all interfaces. We'll put that on all the on the other one as well. Where's he at? Router guy at the bottom. Router 3. Router 3. He is going to be a BFD neighbor. We'll got to make router 2 a BFD neighbor as well. Ethernet 00 interface Ethernet 0/0. Oh, before we do that, let's see, router 1, right? So that means he should theoretically have BFD on him, right? Press enter. Show BFD neighbors. He has none, right? What if we put it on router 2 and make him a neighbor? Get out of this. Oh, you know what? We can't do that. We'd have to go to the router config mode before we put the other one. So Ethernet 01 interface. My bad for that, y'all. Ethernet 0/0. My bad on router 2. We'll put that guy there. Now we do a show BFD neighbors from that guy. He's not a neighbor yet, right? He is not a neighbor with that guy yet. Let's see if router 1 can see him as a neighbor. Still, he can't, right? So now let's do BFD on the routing process of router 2 and see if he sees him as a neighbor. Show IP protocols. It is OSPF 10. Go to global config mode, router OSPF 10. Y'all put a little bit of pressure on me with this. That's why I like doing it this way too. Network, I'm sorry, BFD, all interfaces. And now let's do a show BFD neighbors. He is down, right? See, now it came up once we put it in the routing process of router 2. What about router 1? Does he see him as a neighbor? Show BFD neighbors? He does not. So let's put it on the routing process for this guy, which was what? Router OSPF 1 on this guy. BFD all interfaces. Show BFD neighbors. He's not a neighbor yet. Why not? Router 1 and router 2 should have been neighbors, right? Is that because we shut him down? No, we shut down this interface here. So these two are still not neighbors. Router 2 sees him as a BFD neighbor, but he does not see him as a BFD neighbor. Why is that? Why is that? Anybody care to say why or know why? Router 2. Let's go back to router 1. We definitely got to do some troubleshooting there. Does he see him as a neighbor? Does he still see him as a neighbor? OSPF neighbor. Show OSPF neighbor. He sees him as an OSPF neighbor, right? Router 1 sees router 2 as an OSPF neighbor, but he doesn't see him as a BFD neighbor. Show BFD neighbors like that. Nope. Let's do show run Ethernet 0 interface Ethernet 0/0. Oh, that's why we put it on the other interface. I believe that's why. Custom there.
Come on now, dog.
0/1.
Come on, man.
That's what we did. That needed to be on the other interface to make him a neighbor, right? So he probably he doesn't see him as a BFD neighbor because we didn't set a BFD on that guy yet. Not just yet. I don't think. Let's see. Out of 3, we was going to on 0/0. That's what it was. We was going to. We did it there. He's probably still not going to see him as a neighbor. Let's see. Show BFD FD neighbors. He doesn't. So now let's go to router 3 and put it in a routing process and say, get out of this and do a show IP show IP protocols. He is in OSPF 40. We could have done this show run OSPF, right? No, we can't do it that way. Pipe section OSPF. There you go. And then configure all these shortcuts, right? Shout out to Carlos for that other shortcut with the Notepad++ shortcut. Router OSPF 40, and we say no, that's not it. We meant to put BFD all interfaces, but instead of doing it all interfaces, let's do this. Let's see what else is there. BFD, yeah, that's all you can do on a routing process. You can do enable the on all interfaces like that, and you could also do it individually on the interfaces. So BFD all interfaces like that. Oops, get rid of that right there. And then go back to router 1. He should probably see him as a neighbor now. Show BFD neighbors. He does not. Can you do it again? Can you do it again? He's still not a neighbor. Oh, you know why? Because that is down. Let's go to router 2 and put that on router 2. That's what we meant to do. Y'all with me so far, right? See, he's still down as a neighbor. Go to global config mode, interface Ethernet 0/0. Put that that on the interface. Now we go to router 1 and do show BFD neighbors. Still not see him as a neighbor. What is going on here? Show run Ethernet 0 interface Ethernet 0/0. I thought I put it on there. The wrong interface.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
DJ Lad over there laughing in the background over there. Show BFD neighbors. Do we got it now? We got the drum roll. We got to go to here. I'll have to download y'all one for y'all. BFD neighbors. There you go. Now they are up as a neighbor. We go back to router 2. Remember he was down. We go up. Show BFD neighbors, and now he's up as a neighbor. We could also do what? Show BFD neighbors detail like that. And it tells us a couple things here, right? The multiplier, all the stuff that we configured there, the minimum and the transfer and receive. We got how many times we received BFD packets. Transfer and receives right there. The protocol we have it registered under. We could also, set up BFD with BGP. We could also set it up with what else? Other routing protocols. IG. What do you call it? I think you can do it with ISIS. You definitely do it with OSPF, which we just did right now. We can do it with EIGRP. So let's do this again. Run it again. And there's the uptime. How long they've been neighbors for. So that's pretty cool. So yeah. Now we've got BFD going there. We've got it set to the lowest that BFD can send those packets. Carlos Beta said, "Who wants to drag select 1,000 plus lines?" Yeah, I know, right? Do I have a laugh for y'all? I probably do. I got one over here on my box. Yes, I do have a laugh track. That actually came in a box. I got that for my birthday. But the sound effects are coming from another cell phone with the app that I got. Let me move this shit over. Move this stuff over. I gotta get a smaller mouse pad, or more better mouse pad than this. First, I heard of BFD name though. Good question, man. I compared it with CDP neighbors as well. They are similar, but BFD doesn't necessarily tell you. Oh man, I hope y'all can hear me because I just unplugged my mixer there, moving stuff around. It doesn't really tell you much about the neighboring device, other than the neighbor's address, which in this case 21.1. This is from router 2's vantage point, right? He's saying the neighbor is 21.1. We don't have like a host name. We don't have the actual IP address. This is just the IP address of the interface. What else? This is called by. Let me look it up real quick. I'm not gonna like talk shit out my ass over here. Let me make sure I know what I'm talking about right here, right? And yes, I'm gonna Google this shit. BFD, right? Let's do BFD and then Cisco like that, right? BFD, what is it? BFD provides a low overhead, short duration method of detecting failures in the forwarding path between two adjacent routers, including the. Let's go read that right there, right? Designed to provide fast forwarding path failure detection times for all media, encapsulations, topologies, and routing protocols, in addition to fast forwarding path failure detection. So CDP is not going to let you know if a link is down. If you shut that link down, you're just not going to get any more CDP packets. You see what I'm saying? So nice though. Learn every day. Oh, cool, cause yeah. Okay, cool. That's all it is. It just lets you know a link is down. It'll send you a packet, let you know, hey, this link is down. And then if you have it set up on another interface, then you can take your traffic and route it somewhere else. Yes, routing protocols like BGP and OSPF and EIGRP, they can do that too and then reconverge. But like we just demonstrated at the beginning of the stream, with OSPF, for example, it'll take you 40 seconds before you know that neighbor is dead. BFD is going to let you know immediately to let you know, hey, you need to redirect your traffic somewhere else before we reconverge and stuff like that. So, but yes, it works. I'm not going to say it works with as similar as CDP. CDP is a link layer protocol that just kind of gives you information about a Cisco proprietary device, right? CDP neighbor, CDP neighbor is not going to let you know that you've got an Avaya phone connected to it. That's where LLDP comes in, right? CDP it's mostly just for Cisco proprietary devices to let you know what the next device over is for, right? Whereas BFD, it's more of a link failure detection protocol. If that makes any sense. What their port or whatever TLVs you enable. CDP is for, yes, exactly what Carlos said. CDP is for discovering information about your neighbors, like LLDP. Exactly. Shout out to Carlos for that. I ain't never seen you in here before, Carlos. But then again, I haven't streamed in a long time, so shout out to Carlos for that. We learned a lot from him, right? What we wanted to do with that, we wanted to actually demonstrate it, right, real quick, and then after that, I might go play some ball, man. I think I got a bit of streaming here. We've been how long we been streaming today? Oh, and hit me with that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and hit that link button or like button rather. And if you're not joining the Discord server, I'll put a link in the chat. Carlos said I lurk. It's all good, man. Carlos being around like in the night times, it's creeping up on people and stuff. What was we gonna do with that? Oh yeah, y'all seen how long it took before. Let's just demonstrate it for anybody that's new in this chat here. Let's bring this link back up. This is what we did. We took this link down right here, right? We had our proverbial bus run over, or a train run over some cables and stuff like that, and now we don't have any connectivity there. So let's bring that link back up. I believe it's on router 3. We shut it, right? Let's get out of this and go to interface Ethernet 0/0. We're doing no shut. Actually, we'll see how long it'll take, right? We should see how long it'll take. It'll take we shut this link down. Basically, it should theoretically take us, I think, maybe 40 seconds before it comes back up with OSPF. It depends on where the dead timer is, or actually, it depends on how quick your hello timers are. In this case, it should take us 10 seconds for it to come back up, 10 seconds or less, right? Depending on where we're at with sending that hello packet. So we'll bring this bad boy back up. This link right here, right? I pointed at y'all so many times. Let's go back to router 1. Let's see how long it takes before it comes back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There it goes. It took us 8 seconds to come back up, right? Stream at 111 minutes. Oh, appreciate that, No Blink. Shout out to you for that one. This is why I fuck with y'all, man, because y'all keep me in tune and y'all can answer my questions and stuff like that. So y'all see, it took 8 seconds. Now, 8 seconds is like, oh, well, it's just 8 seconds. But obviously, in a corporate environment, you got 100 users, you see heads pop up out of their cubicles. 8 seconds could take a long time, right? Well, that was 8 seconds for it to come back up. So, but now, how long will it take before we notice that a link went down? Well, we demonstrated early in the stream. It took us 40 seconds or less before we noticed that link detection failure with OSPF. Now that we've set up BFD, or bi-directional forwarding detection, it should take us 50 milliseconds, right? Which we've did with this command right here, BFD, the interval, and then this minimum receive time of how long it'll take before we receive a BFD packet, and then we did this multiplier, right? So let's take that link back down, and let's see how long it takes, right? So he's an OSPF neighbor, right? He has 2 OSPF neighbors, this guy and that guy, right? But let's go to this. Let's go back to the PC and see how long. I mean, which way he takes to get to that server, right? Go back to the PC. The server is 1010.1. He is able to ping it still. What way does he take to get there? Where's the trace? Let's just do it. Get out of this, man. Control U? No, that don't work. Control U? No, that don't work. Erase. Trace to 1010.1. Come on, man. He took 1 hop to get there. Did he? He took 1 hop to get there. 1010.1. No, I'm on the server. What the hell am I doing, man?
Are you fucking stupid?
I meant to go to the PC right over here and then ping the server. So yes, the server's still up. What way does he get there? His first hop is his gateway, right? Which is there. And then he takes the 30 network. So he goes this way to get there, right? When we shut that link down, when we shut this link down, he should theoretically go this way to get there, right? So we go to router 3. We'll do a shut on that interface. Go back to that server. I mean, the PC, do a trace route. And now he takes the 20 network to get there. So he goes this way to get to the server, right? We go back to router 1. OSPF is down, right? I didn't see how long it took before it came back up. Carlos said, he said 8 seconds halfway through a 20 gig upload. 8 seconds of no phone calls coming in. I don't understand. What you at work or something? When I was actually doing OSPF, we were migrating to EIGRP because of dual and feasible successor, faster convergence. Yes, sir. OSPF is slightly slower than EIGRP. EIGRP is really fast, but even EIGRP, you can set the hello packets to like EIGRP hello packets to like 1 second, right? And then is it 3 times the hello for EIGRP? Or you can set the dead timer to however you want, I believe. But like we said, the hello packets from routing protocols are now you said it took 8 seconds to come back up. Yes. Exactly. 8 seconds halfway through a 20. Oh, now I'm getting what you're saying. Yeah, that can be an eternity. Exactly. But what was I saying? Imagine what can happen. You said it. Yeah, exactly. All over the place. So now either way, let me get back on track here so that way we can kill this stream here. We were taking this way to get to the server. Now that we shut that link down, he takes this way to get to the server. But how long will it take before the router knows that this way is back up when we bring it back up, right? It should be immediately. We saw that it took us 40 seconds last time. Well, let's do a no shut on router 3. And let's do this. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it without BFD. Well, can we turn off BFD? We could do that. We could turn off BFD and do that. But I already did. I already demonstrated that earlier in the stream. If you want to see it, just rewind the stream, man. So let's go to router 3. Shut that interface back down. Go back to router 1 and see how long it takes before it comes back up. See, it said BFD down. Oh, did I shut it down again? Let me see. Let me make sure. Oh, I didn't know shut. Yes, I did. And it came back up right there. It took a little quicker though, right? Let's see. Show IP OSPF OSPF neighbors. Now you got 2 neighbors again. But it took a little quicker this time. Y'all saw last time it took like 40 seconds, right? And now let's see which way. Well, he should come back this way to take that server again. So let's go back to VPC5, do a trace route to the server, and he takes the 30 network, which is there at the bottom. I hope that explains BFD, and I hope I kind of let me say. By the way, I just realized this is not GNS3. Where you get the iOS images from it within the application. PNetLab is pretty much EvenG with a different wrapper, basically, right? It's got a different casing on it. But PNetLab to me, it was a little bit easier to install, and also you can download the images straight into it. I'll show y'all real quick. We're already done with this lab, so let's go ahead and you know what? I'll do this. Let's I don't want to add and do that. Let me do setup nodes and save those configs, right? Can we save those? Can we save those? We can't save those, can we? Like that from here. Yeah. Anyways, it's pretty much like EvenG, right? But it's just a different flavor, and you might as well say it's the ghetto version of EvenG because there's no paid version of this. It's free, and these images are, it just downloads them within the application. So, for example, you go to this is me. I'm SSH into my PNetLab server, right? And if there's this tool called iShare, so if I do, I believe just iShare like that, and then question mark, and I just do iShare question mark like that, and then you could just pull all the VIOS images like that, and then we could search specific images. You could download the images straight from within it. You ain't gotta go online and look for, hey, excuse me, do you have this image and stuff like that. It just downloads them. Yes, and yes, Carlos, PNetLab is free. So yes, sir, it is pretty much EvenG, but this is the ghetto version, man. This is why I fuck with it. So for anybody that's like just want to do stuff the knowledge way, it is what it is, man. That's how PNetLab works, and that's why I mess with it. There's paid versions of EvenG. I'm not dealing with all of that. I want to learn this stuff, and I want to, yes, I do want to pay for it, but you can also donate to the person, to the, or people that pretty much support this project and stuff like that. Yeah, man, it's pretty dope. Really, it's much easier to install than EvenG. And also, what else could I say about it? There is a Telegram for if you need any kind of support. They a lot of people in the group chat there kind of help you out and stuff like that. So to me, it's just like EvenG, but free. So anyway, y'all fuck with me, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to this channel. He said, wow, I use Packet Tracer. But yeah, this is pretty much, it's a full-fledged version of Packet Tracer. I use Packet Tracer too. And he said, I have access to real labs at work, but not everyone. Yeah, so do I, man. Look, I got a home lab here. I'm not going to show, well, I could show y'all, but I'd have to move all of this stuff over and y'all can see. Maybe y'all can see without unplugging anything. Maybe y'all could see it. But yeah, that's my home lab. I have a home rack with a bunch of routers and switches there. So I used to power it up on my lab stream there. If I move this microphone, y'all can see. I got a couple firewalls, couple ASA firewalls. I've got about 6 1800 series router. I got a 1900